Eastern film has enamored Western audiences. Let's talk about that. Hello and welcome to the bottom of the planet. It is me, Space Cadet Rookie, and today we have something really special to talk about. We're going to be talking about K-Drama. But like, what is K-Drama? If you don't know what it is, it's short for Korean drama. And the first Korean TV series was broadcast in 1962. And Korean households only started getting TV sets around 1970, and that's when it slowly started taking off. But the world has been introduced to movies like Parasite and series like Squid Game, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and K-pop. That is a big one. And now there is a very interesting emerging fan base for K-dramas. And I happen to have someone on the server that knows a lot about it and is, you know, an invested fan. And she is in that mountain over there. Some say that she is in the heart of the mountain, very deep. One can find her lurking. So let's go find her, the lurker, if you will. Who's that? I missed it.
Wait, save it. Look at me. Hey, wait, crouch. Wait 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, wait, no.
As you get your picture taken. This must look really cool.
Okay, look at me. Use your, what's it called?
Spyglass. I forget it literally all the time. This thing's been in the game for so long now. Electri! Ooh. Sometimes she is found somewhere here.
You really are gonna have to look for me.
This is it. I literally have forgotten. I've forgotten the way! They showed me!
We did.
I'm going to kill this up. I can see you there! Oh! Hello!
Hi.
Down there. Have you seen Electri?
Oh god. Not from down here.
No? Okay, thank you. It's not down here either. Oh, I feel so stupid. I remember there is a way here. This is not the way. Hello? Oh my word. I think I see her. Electri!
Ooh!
Hello!
Hi!
It's a bit dark in here.
No.
Hi! Hello!
Hello!
This is an amazing hole.
Did you just jump down?
Yes.
From?
The top.
From the top and you didn't die?
Yep.
Did you do the bucket thing?
No, I didn't. I'm nowhere near skilled enough to do that. I just used my brain. I used an enderpearl, which was my week wages. Well, my day wages, or whatever. That's all I get paid. That's. I'm gonna go to a union about it.
I think you should. That's pretty cheap, hey?
Okay, so I'm going to steal you, and we're going to go fix up the nether portal, because it's unacceptable. We have to swim, and it's awkward, and, you know, it's dangerous there. We're gonna go build a big tree around it.
Alright. I'm not good at building.
That's a lie.
I can dig.
Okay, you can cut down trees.
I can dig.
Okay. I mean, I've seen this. Look at this. I've definitely seen this.
Alright.
You know how many dents this hole has claimed?
It's claimed my life at least twice.
Yeah.
Dale's, another one's at least 3 times, and another one's at least twice.
We need to actually get a counter on it. Because
We should get a counter on how many deaths this hole has
That'll be
made.
really cool. You want to turn this all into one big spiraling
Library, yeah.
That's a cloud.
Yeah, it's beneath the clouds.
Wow.
So it's inspired by the books A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's the library under the mountain of the House of Wind.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm. It was actually first inspired by Tango Tech's new library in the Nether.
Yes,
his Nether
yeah,
hub.
I know that.
So I saw that, and then it reminded me of the library in the hill. I was
Honestly,
like,
that's
oh my
huge.
goodness, I need to recreate that. So those are the two inspirations. So I'm gonna go for it.
He did a very good job.
He did such a good job.
And he says also that he's not a builder. He said
I
it
know.
on.
I'm gonna try so hard. Hey, this is the biggest project I've ever done. Don't mind the holes on the floor, and the cow.
Oh, hello, Audric. I'm amazed that you're still there. That's impressive.
I have axes and shovels and pickaxes.
I'm lost.
Where did you go?
I don't know. I don't know where you went.
Did you go up? No, go down.
Hi. Oh,
Go down.
I'm so stupid today. No. First things first, we're here to talk about Kdrama.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kdrama.
So how did you discover Kdrama?
I was in high school, and I was in a film club, which all we really did was watch things and then talk about them.
That sounds freaking cool.
It was great. And there was a girl, and she started an episode for us of Kdrama, and I was like, that's cool. I just enjoyed it because I already liked anime and stuff at that point, so I was like, I was into it. I'm gonna just jump off.
Okay. My only experience, I haven't had a lot of experience with Kdrama, but the little I've seen of it is it's like a live action anime. And it's the best rendition, you know, better than the live action movies. It's like more anime than any of those. Actually,
it is kind of like that, yeah.
But
it is Korean.
Yeah.
You do get live action Japanese, so you get J-drama as well.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
this whole world is completely new to me.
Yeah, you'll find some even on Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kdrama. So that was my first introduction, and it was Boys Over Flowers.
Yeah.
Which is an old but a classic one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful name.
It's set in high school, and
and you were perfect.
It's got Lee Min-ho in it, and that was my first introduction to him, and I'm like,
Who's Lee Min-ho?
Lee Min-ho is the main actor, the love interest of quite a few shows.
Yeah.
He's a good actor though. I enjoy his stuff. He does a lot of the fantasy things. So he's actually he's in The King Eternal Monarch.
Oh, okay.
And the one with the mermaid.
That's the thing with Kdrama. The one with the mermaid is just a normal sentence.
Yeah, the one with the mermaid's a normal sentence. Yeah, so that was my first introduction.
That's really cool.
But then I didn't follow through on that.
What do you know?
I didn't carry on watching Boys Over Flowers until quite a long time ago, until I started working. And then one of my colleagues was like, hey, you like anime, you should get into Kdrama. And then it was like, you should watch this one, and included the one that I started in high school. Yeah. So I was like, actually, I'll give it a shot. And then I watched them, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a whole new world of content that I haven't discovered yet.
Oh man, it must have been a lovely discovery.
It was so nice because it's like, it's untapped potential.
Yeah.
Because you get tired of like the same tropes in anime and
absolutely.
in Western shows and everything. So it was like getting a new taste. And I was like, oh, that's so enjoyable. Because they've got like a different style for everything, and it's, a different culture. So it's fun to watch. New language and all.
Got to be able to peer into a whole new fandom. Is it a fandom? Could I call it that? Could you say just to some degree?
To some degree, but the thing is that fandoms are usually more like one single thing. So it's not an anime fandom, it's a Death Note fandom.
Yes, so would you say they're Korean drama fandoms?
There are certainly shows that
provoke fandoms.
Yes.
I can definitely see that being
Goblin.
the case. Yes, talk to me about Goblin. Talk to me Goblin. Talk to me about Goblin.
I can talk to you about Goblin. I really enjoyed it. So it's fantasy based. It's about a girl, and there's a whole thing about death Well, I'm not very good at explaining it though.
Honestly, I tried to do this myself with literally this channel, and it's the hardest thing on earth.
It's
Why is good thing good? No
why
idea.
is good thing good? Good thing is good because it is good.
Yes, exactly. It's probably perfectly articulated in your mind, but then like when it comes down to it.
So it starts off as this girl, and her mother dies,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where it starts off.
Yeah.
And she was an unborn child when her mother was meant to die, and then the goblins saved her, and inevitably caused inevitably caused this girl then to become his bride.
Yeah. Is that
this
full
unborn baby
universe? Yeah.
Yeah, no, hey. That's totally normal. No, so because he did that, he basically invoked the wrath of the Grim Reapers.
Yeah.
Because he stopped a death of somebody that was meant to die.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where it starts. And then this girl grows up, her mother does eventually die, and then she has to run away and live with some shitty aunts of hers. And yeah, K-dramas tend to do that when it's like orphan child and finds rich boyfriend kind of thing. And then she meets him, and she's meant to pull out this sword that he's got stuck in his chest. He was cursed when he was a mortal man because he betrayed his king. There was like a whole time skip thing about it. But he wasn't really betraying him, and so yeah, he was cursed, and now he lives forever until he finds his bride who can pull out the sword. That's the whole premise, and then this girl is the bride.
What I love about it is it's so like unbridled by Western ideas. It has fun with fantasy and like these high concepts.
Because the whole goblin theory is very Korean based.
Yeah.
Like that's not something you would find in Western culture. Because it was the first time I'd heard of something like this, but it's apparently it's a myth that is an actual myth.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's really cool to be able to learn about something like that.
No, it's fun.
I've seen W of Two Worlds, and I really loved how much fun it was.
Yes, with the cartoons.
Yeah, and they did a really good job with that. The webtoons, yes. And I thought it was like such an original idea, and I can tell like if that sort of idea came to like Netflix. I mean, K-drama is mostly done so well because of Netflix. But if those kinds of things came to Western audiences, I know it would do so well. But I don't think they would be able to capture the magic the same way.
I don't think so. They've got a special way of showing things that the Western culture just doesn't do.
Yeah. It like somehow takes itself very seriously and also not at the exact same time.
Yes. They joke about things that we don't joke about, but they're also serious about things that we joke about.
The writing also looks really good, like from what I've seen. And the camera work as well, like all of it looks so good.
They tend to do very long scenes when it's, especially like at the ends of episodes, what they'll do is they'll just like have a good 2 minutes solid of just pans camera to one actor, pans camera to the other actor, pans camera back, and it just does that back and forth for like 2 minutes, and it's like like dramatic music and. Yeah,
I think the reason that works because it almost like would sound like it wouldn't work if anyone else were to try to produce that. I think it works because it allows the world to kind of like you get to just sit and get lapped up in the feeling of the world.
And then it's kind of like you know it's like okay, this is a big dramatic moment. There's no doubt about it. It's big and it's dramatic.
The new one. We'll talk about his business proposal, and I think I've seen promotional footage of this around.
It's on Netflix, so it's very likely that you have seen promotional footage of it. It's fun because it's set in like it's very current days that it's set. Yeah. So it's recent and it's like relatable almost.
Hey, I'm back. Went on a roundabout. Thank you.
use the wood that I collected.
Wow. Holy crap. That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, business proposal. It's fun. So it's this girl and she's working at this company. She's a food research developer.
That sounds cool.
And she gets into trouble basically because of her friend.
Yeah.
Because her friend was meant to go on this blind date with one of these rich guys that her father set her up on, and she didn't want to go. And so she was like, hey, why don't you go for me? And she was like, I don't want to do that. And then she ended up being kind of forced into it. So she did. She went on it and she pretended to be her friend.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
And but the thing is that what ended up happening was the guy that she went on a blind date with was her boss.
Oh no. He knows who she is, right?
And no. So she's very low level employee of his.
Yeah.
So he didn't actually know who she was. And she did like put on a bit of a disguise. She got her hair done and makeup and all that. Of course there was a montage.
In the universe of K-drama, if you get a disguise, there's no ways they'll know who you are.
No, she got all done up and stuff. So I was like, okay, you know what? Sure.
Yeah, this gets by just.
Nice, and then there's like this whole unraveling story of, okay, so now he needs to have a girlfriend because his grandfather wants him to get married. So he keeps setting him up on these blind dates and he doesn't want to because all he wants to do is work. Because he's like this major owner of a big company and that's what he wants to do. And it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But his grandfather's like, no, I want grandchildren.
Yeah.
It's like you have to pass on the family line.
Yeah.
That's a very big cultural thing.
Yeah.
From what I've noticed. But so it's quite fun. And then they end up striking a deal. It's like, you made this mess, you pretended to be her, and now I found out about it, so you're gonna do me this favor of pretending to be my girlfriend.
Let me guess, they fall in love.
They do! Shocker!
Yes, I love it. They have the brushing the teeth scenes where they can't stand each other and slowly they're looking over each other and they have the moment where they laugh and they're like, oh.
Yeah, so then she's keeping her identity secret from him.
Yeah.
As pretending to be this other girl who she's now pretending to be another girl so that he can show her to his grandfather as his girlfriend that he apparently met in the States so that he'll stop going on blind dates. And then it turns out to be this whole big fiasco.
I freaking love that though.
There's some good comedy scenes in there. It's almost cringe, but at the same time you can't help but find it funny.
I do understand exactly where you're coming from. You just get swept up in the
she does the most awkward things.
Yeah.
Just because she's trying to hide who she is, and they work in the same place.
Oh.
So she like covers her face with her hair so that he doesn't see her face, and then he's like, who is this girl and why is she doing this?
Yeah.
So he ends up finding her because he was enjoying the work that she was doing and he was impressed by her.
Yeah.
So then that's how he ended up finding her, because he kept like giving her these work jobs. And then it carries on and they eventually fall in love with each other and they start secretly dating, like actually. And it's fun.
Okay, so there's something I have to ask you, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, look at me. Right? Yeah. Look at how my appearance, right? Yeah. I am clearly not human. Right? Yeah. So there is a show, the sci-fi, that's called I Am Not a Robot. What's that?
Yes. That one. That was also quite fun. It was also fairly recent, but not too recent. The premise of that is a guy, and he is allergic to human contact. He's this also a rich guy, basically a billionaire or whatever, a business owner, all the good tropes.
Yeah.
And so he can't touch people, otherwise he has a deathly allergic reaction.
I like the premise. I think that's interesting.
What he's been doing is developing robots.
Yeah. Because he can like interact with them.
Yes. So he's got like this pet robot. It's so cute. That's Yeah. And so again, there's a girl, and so she was a part of this company only because her. Ooh, those are a treat.
What? What have I missed here?
You gave me a golden.
It wasn't me. It just ran past. Like,
I just got golden carrots.
That's a fantastic surprise.
I thought it was you.
No, that's the best kind of surprise.
That is the best kind of surprise.
Nice. What
Oh, great. I'll take it.
You know, just a golden carrot.
Just a golden carrot falling into my lap.
I'll just use that sometimes.
Yeah. So this girl and her ex-boyfriend has developed this human look-like robot.
Yeah.
And it's based off of her image.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is where it gets spicy. I freaking love the writers' room of these shows. Must be amazing. Just sit and listen. Like, what if?
What if, right? There was a robot, but it wasn't a robot.
I feel like it's just.
He bought this robot that was the lookalike of her.
Yeah.
And the robot wasn't ready yet. And he ended up finding her in the robot's place.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, this is so impressive. And send her to my house right away for testing.
Yeah.
And I was like, the robot's not ready. I was like, no, right away.
Yeah.
We're going to do all the tests and stuff. So what they ended up doing, I can't remember quite what happened, but they sent her instead.
Okay.
Because she looked exactly like the robot.
Oh, okay.
But now none of them actually know that he's allergic to human contact. So that's why they're like, oh, we'll just send
the
human
robot. Because,
in the place of the robot. Because they're like, you know.
It's fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. She wasn't ready.
Yeah, but
so
he doesn't know what's about to happen.
So he doesn't know that she's a real life person.
Yeah. It's like it's spicy already.
Yeah, so then it's quite funny. He does like these tests on her and then she has to like try and perform them, which is really funny because he thinks it's a robot. So it's like, do these calculations and all of that, do these tests and stuff. And originally she was talking in this, like the earpiece to the team. It was like, oh, this is how you do that and this is the calculation for that. And then the intercom obviously breaks down.
Yes, and then she has to improvise.
And she has to she has to improvise. So that's funny. And then they end up getting along until the robot was fixed.
Yeah.
But then obviously slowly he started falling in love with her because she looks exactly like a human. And technically she is a human.
That's the thing, he's like, this is amazing.
And then he's like busy having this mental breakdown over the fact that he loves a robot. Meanwhile, it's not actually a robot, it's the real thing.
Aww.
And it's like this whole, I don't want to give away too much, but it's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the writers from earlier, the first thing that was coming to mind is like, basically, the guy in the writers room that says, wait, let me finish.
Yes.
They let him finish.
Yes,
and
they do.
And that's the show they make.
It was like, you know this thing? Yeah, let me just...
Now
what if instead?
And they actually do.
They do. So they've
that.
made some very interesting stories like that. Yeah. So that's like a good robot one.
Yeah.
It's not technically about...
It's a romance.
It's got romance.
Yeah,
it's got romance and it's sci-fi.
Yeah, I've noticed they all have various elements of different genres in general.
They do. So like even the fantasy ones, they're not just fantasy. There'll be politics and there will be romance and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they make a good integration of all of the different types of genres.
I really think that. I truly believe this. I don't know how you feel, and I'll ask you now, but I truly feel like this is something that's going to take off eventually. It's in its early days now, and Korea is coming to the wall, and this is something that will hit the audiences.
It is already starting to take off. You can tell just by the fact that Netflix has so many K-dramas that they are making.
Yeah, that they're original
They made
K-dramas.
Love Along.
Yeah. Love, okay.
And there was originally a webtoon that they then made into a K-drama.
That's freaking cool. I have so much respect for them. We must definitely do them.
So just for that fact, you can tell that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't originally know that they did so many K-dramas.
Yeah.
I was on Netflix and I was like, well, what can I find on here? And then they had so much.
And you actually found them good? You found them
Yes.
like as good as, you know, like an original.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
but it's so much more accessible as well
Yeah.
because it's on an easy platform.
Yeah,
I mean, you can find them on others as well, but that's just where I get mine made.
well, that's cool. It's definitely nice to have gotten some insight into this because, I mean, I've just dipped my pinky toe into the world of K-drama and I like what I've seen. I really have. And I know I'm going to watch more soon.
There's a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because it's not just romance.
Yeah.
There is also sci-fi, and there is drama, obviously, and fantasy, and there's high school settings. There's a lot of them are almost based on like grown-ups,
Yeah.
which I found lovely because too many drama-y things are
Teenagers.
surrounded by teenagers, and you're like, that's nice and all, but you want to get away from that
Yeah.
when you can't relate anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. You get over
So
it.
it's like these are people in their 30s.
Yeah.
This is a story about a 30-year-old finding the love of her life, not a 16-year-old finding somebody that she's infatuated with.
Yes, that's the thing. That's a good point because yeah, it's always petty. Actually, at the end of the
Yeah.
day. They make it frame like it's true love, but they're young. They cannot
I'm dying.
realize. No, wait.
Sorry, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not actually dying. I got like half a heart of damage. I just wasn't expecting a zombie behind me.
That's fair. I mean, no one ever
Okay.
really does.
Sorry.
Should people watch K-drama?
If they're getting bored
Yeah.
of the natural things that they are finding,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
because it's something different,
Yeah.
and it is an untapped resource
Yeah.
for a lot of people. I only found it because of people surrounding me were like, you need to do this. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it a try. And it ended up being one of the best decisions ever because I now have an infinite resource of extra things to watch.
Yes.
And I consume.
Yes.
I do.
The binge.
I do. I completely.
You don't just watch things; you consume them.
I consume them. If I find a show, I watch it within a week.
You inhale.
If I find a webtoon, I finish it in the day. So that's just kind of how I go about my life. So it was like, oh my goodness, look at this untapped potential.
Man, that's cool.
And now all of a sudden it's a whole new world. So
Awesome.
yes, I would suggest it. It's fun and it can be lighthearted. You do get serious ones, as I said. It's something for everyone, hey?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is looking very nice.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
And we got a nice little pathway.
Yeah, it's happening nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, the puzzle. Oh, bye. It was such an awkward intro.
What an accurate representation of my puzzle, though.
Okay.
Yeah, even me. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for watching. This has been K-drama. I hope you learned something new. I hope that something piques your interest. It definitely piqued mine. I love it so much. Electri, thank you for coming.
Oh, more than welcome.
Yes, you've been right. And good luck with your gargantuan project.
Thank you. It's gonna take forever.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye.